It's official. You are undeniably magnetic and calling in opportunities right now. Like they're already popping into your experience. And if they're not, they will very soon. And you can tell your field is opening to receive them if this is resonating with you. So, this message is for the volunteer souls that came here to midwife and birth new earth through your embodiment, through your vessel, through your oracle, through your frequency. You are the portal. New Earth is here now, living and breathing as you, and you are this living transmission, this frequency of 5D unity consciousness. And the message that's coming through is that people pleaser, that wounded feminine energy that used to give your power away, that used to compromise your values, that used to play small and dim her light in order to fit in order to be more accepted, in order to feel safe or make other people feel comfortable or safe around you, is dead. And in her place has risen the most unapologetic, authentic version of you. You are unshakable. You are unfuckwithable. Like other people's projections have no effect on you. You are so anchored in your truth, your raw, honest, vulnerable truth, that nothing can touch you. And it's making you undeniably magnetic to so many opportunities that are flooding into your experience as I channel this through. You can already feel your field expanding and receiving behind the scenes in the unseen world, in the subtle realm, and things coordinating on your behalf. And you're not crazy. This knowing is your divine blueprint aligning with what your soul came here to do. You, my dear, are a starseed. You are obviously already probably aware of this, but maybe you're not. You have light codes embedded in your DNA that are being turned on and have been turned on. And think of it like a timing mechanism. There was a certain destined anointed time for you to wake up, for you to go through your alchemical journey, for you to fully rise into your power, your authentic power and your truth, to be fully embodied in your goddess frequency, which is what you're doing now as you embody your full Empress energy. And this is all divinely timed with the mass awakening and the collective shift into new earth frequency in 2025, 2026, and beyond. And right now, this is what you came for. You've been preparing for this, and you are ushering this in through your embodiment, through your transmission, your voice, your frequency, everything that you share, everything that you create. That's a big word that was coming through before I hit record. And actually, it's been coming through for days. Create. Everything that you create carries this frequency and has an effect on those that are meant to receive it. It activates those that are meant to receive it. You are an activator. Those codes that were lying dormant within yourself have been activated and are going to continue to activate at an accelerated rate. And as you rise in your power and share your truth in your most authentic expression and create whatever it is you're feeling called to create, it will attract in and or resonate with and or touch the hearts and souls, eyes and ears of those that are meant to receive it. And it will activate the remembrance codes within them. I know who I'm here to serve. I'm here to serve the leaders of the new paradigm. I activate the leaders. When women show up in containers with me, they are activated into their next level. That's part of my purpose as a sacred mirror and as an activator. And as they are activated, they go out and activate others through their unique offerings, through their unique expression, through their unique voice, through their unique message, through their unique divine genius and gifts. And this is what is happening right now in the collective at an accelerated rate. So those codes have been lying dormant within you for the first half of your life that you've always known you had this big mission on your heart, but you maybe couldn't put your finger on it. And then things became a little bit more clear over the years, and you likely are, obviously doing your light work in whatever way you're feeling called, but now it's accelerated. And there's no more room for um, the light leader that gives at her own expense that's coming through. You are here to lead from divine overflow, from an overflowing cup of abundance, which is why you are being really confronted with any stories or narratives that you're buying into around lack or scarcity, any fear-based narratives, because you are meant to lead from divine overflow. You are meant to be divinely compensated for you being in alignment with your mission, with your divine blueprint. Things will just naturally work out easier and easier for you as you align with that. And paths that are not meant for your soul blueprint won't work out. You came here with a very specific mission on your heart, and you're here to fulfill that. And you're being activated into that and at an accelerated rate now. And I'm speaking also very directly to those that have been activated maybe since 2012, and again, very profoundly in 2019. None of this is accidental. None of this is just happenstance. There's a reason why an entire wave and collective of souls woke up in 2012 and 2013. There's a reason why so many twin flames came into um, direct contact in certain years, right? Like 2019. And then I believe there are a lot that came into contact even just more recently in 2023. There's different waves of the collective, right? And so the wave that I'm speaking to right now, you've been on this path for a while, and this is not for the faint of heart. You've been doing the inner alchemy. You have been breaking free from the chains that have bound you to a life of compromise and sacrifice and settling for less and giving your power away and losing yourself in external chasing of some form of validation, love, or approval outside of yourself, and you have called all of your power back to you. And today I am celebrating you and the entire collective. If you're tapped into this, you are part of this, if this is resonating with you, for your unwavering commitment to your calling and your devotion. Even if you have been focused on your own inner alchemy, that's part of the path as well. That's part of your collective contribution to humanity, because you embodied in your divinity is the highest contribution to humanity. And then as you do that, you are naturally called in service to the whole, in service to the one, because there really is only one self appearing as many. And so this is what you're moving into now. You're being activated through your vessel and through your channel to rise in sacred leadership, fully embodied in your divinity and your feminine power, your divine feminine power, which is light and dark feminine. And for those that are still embracing their dark feminine energy, this is going to be, if you're moving into this is going to be the most potent, most powerful rebirth of your life. So buckle up, because as you fully embody your dark feminine energy, your unapologetic truth, your raw authenticity, your vulnerability, your, full acceptance of yourself, you become bulletproof on this journey. You become unshakable at your core. You are so rooted in your truth that nobody can fuck with you. And it's not like you're doing this from like some kind of hard shell of protection and that's why nobody can fuck with you. That's not it. It's because your frequency has risen and your frequency creates natural boundaries that literally magnetizes in what is meant for you. And like things that are lower frequency just bounce right off of your field because they cannot hook into you anymore because you don't take the bait anymore. And you don't need, this is key, you don't need the approval anymore. You don't care what other people think. You don't need anybody else's approval because you are good. Because you are so good in your own skin, anchored in your truth, and embodied in your divinity that you do not need external approval. You have called all of your power back to you. And this, my friend, is again making you undeniably magnetic. So there are opportunities coming into your field. You may have already experienced this, and if you haven't, you will, that are going to harness the power of your expression, of your divine expression, which is your contribution to humanity, your sacred medicine, however that looks. There is a big, there's a big alignment between your sacral chakra, your solar plexus, your heart, and your throat chakra. Everything is coming into alignment. You are leading from your heart's truth. You are willing to speak and share your truth. You are anchored in the seat of your presence, and your will has merged with the divine will. The key message here that I wanted to circle back to is create. And the one of the titles on the playlist that I just happened to stop on was create CRE 888. And this is significance because 888, obviously infinite abundance. It's what you're manifesting right now. You're manifesting prosperity and abundance, but it's connected to your creation. You are a creator. You're here to create. It's connected to your divine creation. You are the divine creatrix. This is the vibe of 2025, 2026, and beyond. You are not here to work and slave away or anything like that. You are here to create in alignment with your authentic expression. And that is the frequency of which you will be able to share your truth, right? That's like the vehicle is your divine creation, whatever that looks like for you. And that is opening the doorway to you fully aligning with your highest timeline. And that includes abundance and prosperity in all of its forms, because you are not here to be an example of lack, scarcity, or fear-based narrative. You're here to break free from that and lead beyond the matrix. And so this is the message that's coming through. I'm so excited for what's to come. Couple housekeeping things. I had the Forbidden Feminine Black Cat edition on Friday, and it didn't go down the way my human anticipated it to. I ended up pre-recording it, but it all worked out perfectly because as I was pre-recording it, once I was done, I got the download that this needed to be part of a living temple where there is just a sacred devotion to fully aligning with both your light and your dark feminine energy. So I pretty much spent the weekend creating the infrastructure, the sacred masculine structure that supports your legacy, right? It needs to have structure. It needs to be rooted and grounded, right? So anyways, long story short, everyone that registered for the Forbidden Feminine Black Cat live event already got instant access to the newest creation, which is the Forbidden Feminine Sacred Heart Temple, which is a living transmission flowing through me that is part of my living, legacy. And the Forbidden Feminine Black Cat Edition live event is already in the temple, and everybody that was registered for the live event already has access to it, and I'm already getting amazing responses to that. And as soon as I published it, there's already more women flying into it. So just to break this down, what it is There are going to be new additions to this temple released sporadically, and right now you can get access to it for the same investment as the Forbidden Feminine Black Cat Edition live event that is waiting for you right now inside the temple. So right now you can get instant access to that, and whenever you buy in, it's only a one-time payment, and then it grows and you have lifetime access to everything after that. As I release a new edition, which the next one that's coming up is called Sacral Magnetism. And this is going to be super potent. Every time I release a new edition, the value goes up and so does the investment. So literally, the sooner you join, the more value you will receive because you get lifetime access. As soon as you join, you get everything that's already been dropped and you get lifetime access to everything that's being dropped from this point forward. So I'm super excited about that. You can find the link wherever you're listening to this, and they're all going to be pre-recorded, so it's not going to be live. You're not going to get me in a live container there, but I decided the Forbidden Feminine Black Cat Edition is going to be an annual live event, and everybody that has access to the temple will also get instant access and a ticket to the live event. And at this time, in 2026, there's actually 3 Friday the 13th because it's always hosted on Friday the 13th, right? For a lot of reasons. 13 is a number that really is resonant with the sacred feminine and the Magdalene codes and all the things. So I was looking at the calendar in 2026. There's 3 Friday the 13th, but of course, one of them is in March, 313. So the live event is going to be on March 13th, and anybody that gets access to the temple is automatically going to get a ticket to that as well to show up live. So that being said, everything's pre-recorded. As soon as it drops, you get instant access for life. Whenever you buy in, that's the rate, and you get everything for life. You just don't get live interaction like calls like you do inside Embody the Empress. So it actually is a perfect complement to Embody the Empress if you do want to get into weekly live calls with me every week. And those calls are so fun, so potent. And the women in there are experiencing massive quantum shifts, including calling in new aligned clients and opening up the space to receive that. So if that is something that resonates with you, you can check out the links to either of those wherever you're listening to this. So those are my shameless plugs and my divine creations. If you feel called, I would love to have you. If you don't, then that's perfectly fine too. And until next time, I hope this finds you well. Namaste.